day, and it was great fun. You know, I mean, I would just be there, just chilling out and just commenting. You know, because obviously the characters they'll do their own shit and they do some real weird shit which you comment on in between, basically rambling. So it was a good format. It
Yeah.
was.
Well, I think. Well, thinking of that, we can expand our games like that. So
Hmm.
I've got some stuff which you have no real interest in, like SnowRunner. I
Yeah, it
can
would
be
be.
driving
We could take
around and you can just be
take
chatting to
turns.
me. Yeah.
Take turns in like playing games the other person doesn't have.
Yes.
That might work.
It's worth a shot. So listen in here, viewers. You're going to get some new content soon. It's going to be
Yeah.
same rambles, but just different visuals.
Yeah, maybe I might do a long dark one. Actually, you played that. So.
No. Because I've not played Long Dark since the early days. So you need to do a Long Dark one. I'm going to do a SnowRunner one.
That's gonna be all
Yes.
snow themed.
Well, one of my favourite maps on SnowRunner, the newest one, is a hybrid of mud, lower terrain, and then snow up in the mountains. So it's a good mix.
What else? I mean, I could just do The Sims again because that was a lot of fun. Can both have characters like we could be living together, like actually have our proper traits and see how long we last
Yeah.
before killing each other.
Well, we know in real life we can last 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days before we piss each other
Yeah,
off.
and on day 4, it's like if we ain't gone, we're
Yeah.
pissing each other off.
We're just both sat there like in resentful silence.
Yeah,
Just,
it's
I
like
want you to leave now.
yes, it's been nice, Warcake / Comcastle, but I want you to go now. But I'm not going to tell you to go.
Yes.
So I'm just going to drop subtle hints.
As in, like putting knives in your leg.
Yeah. So, have you got enough fuel to get home then?
Because why are you like carrying me to the car? Oh, I guess it's Impala again.
I woke up this morning. My bags were packed.
Yeah.
Oh, must be nearly time for you to go home then, is it, Warcake?
Well, yeah, so I woke up this morning, you'd driven me home. That was nice.
I woke up in my own bed. I'm more concerned that I didn't wake up in that 2.5 hour journey, and well, not even that. The fact that you managed to drag me from my bed in your place to the car, and then from the car to my own bed.
Oh, that was one time when I was driving up from yours where it was at the 2 hour mark. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was this time I got stuck there for hours. I think it was like it took me like 7 hours to get home.
Ugh.
It was like at the 4 hour mark. I was just so exhausted. I was falling asleep, so I had to actually pull over at one of the gas stations along the M1 and just sleep for about an hour because I was just gone and I knew I was going to cause an accident if I carried on the road any longer.
Yeah.
It was a horrible experience. That was, the feeling. I feel it. I'm going to fall asleep. I need to get off the road.
Yeah, I've had the odd time like that. It's normally been when in fact, the only times it's ever happened has been when I've had to get up early and I've been driving. In fact, it was the days when I was, in this current job, but where I was having to drive to like the south coast from Kent, so it was like 3 hours. But in order to get there, I was having to get up at like 5. And I was finding I was getting halfway there and you'd hit the traffic and then your brain just slows down because you're not having to concentrate on driving, and I was just having to kind of wind the windows down and just go just shout at myself, primal screams to try and get a bit of adrenaline or something going.
Yeah, I think it would have been all right if it all been kind of like country roads and weaving and ducking and turning and bobbing around, but it was just it's just a straight road at a constant speed.
Yeah.
You're just like, switch off.
Motorways are great, but yeah, if you get, because it's, even though driving fast, it's all kind of relative speeds for the most part. You don't have to pay a huge amount of attention, gentle curves.
No. And you just, it's that awful shock when you actually, you're like, you jump and you think, shit, I must have fallen asleep, I had a micro sleep there for God knows how long. It's a horrible feeling that.
Well, thankfully, I've never been quite that far. I've only got as far as the kind of drooping eyes stage. But yeah,
Actually,
I can see
I
how
actually
that is terrifying. I've seen
it is. I've had that.
videos of like truck drivers who are at that point and they drift off and they go into that, well, you say micro sleep, but in actual fact they're like down for 10 seconds or something and they're just going off the road or into stationary traffic or something.
It's a horrible feeling. Never want to go through that again.
I've got a SMG extended mag if you come across one before I do, or something that needs one.
Got an extended mag if you come across one.
Yeah. If you come across something that needs it before I do.
Ah, that makes sense.
Well, I did clarify.
I know. I'm being a pedant.
Pedant.
A pedant file. Oh, there is a vector here.
Well,
I have that shit. Also, there's a level 2 helmet if you needy.
I kind of do.
And I'm also running around without a fucking bag again. I bet have come past about 5 of them and just not picked them up. There's one. Where are we? Oh, not too bad. A little bit of a...
Oh, too bad for you. I just found a Susie 9mm, so...
Susie!
Susie's 9mm. I'm going to take that extended mag now.
Big Suze.
Big Suze was hot.
She was fucking hot.
Nice.
She had a was it Sophie Winklebottom, wasn't it? I think that was her real name, something like that.
Was that the woman who played Will's mum in?
No, that wasn't her.
No, it wasn't actually. No. Will's mum was fucking hot.
Fucking hot, yeah. Yes, she was.
Although it was Izzy Sooty that I preferred the most.
Yeah, big.
Of all the Peep
big
Show girls.
Yeah, she was it's definitely named as Sophie anyway. And I think it's like Winklebottom or something. I remember her being like quite, she's quite upper class as well. In real life.
Yeah, well the Will's mum is a kind of upper class person.
Yeah, I can't even remember what she looks like, Will's mum. I just remember her being
dark hair, big tits, beautiful eyes and face.
Yeah, I remember that much, but I can't actually see her face. Probably because I was looking at her tits too much.
Well, last time Richard was up here, he showed me these videos of Peter Serafinowicz.
Yes, Peter Serafinowicz.
Serafinowicz, yeah. He did these like sketch show stuff of like acting masterclass with Peter Serafinowicz and
Serafinowicz.
Yeah, that. And it's got her in it, but it's just him doing all these accents and impressions of like Michael Caine.
Yeah.
It's like Michael Caine. Right, the best thing, the acting masterclass of Michael Caine. You need to be on the camera all the time. So here you'll see me on screen, and you can see that I'm giving my script right now. And then when this camera cuts to the next guy, you'll see that I'm still trying to be on the screen as well. And it's like it shows the camera of the Michael Caine doing his speech bit, and it cuts to the other guy that he's speaking to. And then Michael Caine's like just slides into the camera in the background and kind of just does a little nod and a little wave.
Yeah, Peter Serafinowicz's style of comedy on when it was on his own was very much from the Big Train style of things, where it's
Big
normal
Train.
Normal situations, but with normal situations, but with ridiculous characters usually. And I remember one of the best, I'd say the best Big Train ones was just the where they were all in the room and like some guy had like bought the Ritz and wanted to rename it the Tits because that was his name. The guy that bought it, his name was Tits, and they're trying to say tits without it sounding like tits.
Tits.
Yeah, tits. No, tits. But there's also the episode where they didn't know how to end it, so you just had Simon Pegg giving it, "Do you want to see my monkey impression?" And it just cuts like that. Yeah, Big Train was great shit back in the early days of Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
You see, I don't remember any of the sketches in Big Train, but I remember the. Oh dear. Oh, I remember the theme train, the theme tune went Big Train. I can remember that, so I clearly watched it, but I just don't remember anything from it.
Because it had all the other, all the actors from Spaced in it, and by extension, Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
It was all that crew.
Had that the black fella, the Johnson.
Yeah.
Peepson,
I can't actually remember what his actual name is.
No.
But I do remember that actor because I always loved him in this one show which was called Neverwhere. Yeah, Neverwhere. It was all set in London, and you had like normal London, and then you had like other London, which was like a mystical side of London which only like supernatural people could get to. And he played this character called the Marquis de Calabas. I remember it well. Yeah, I think it only lasted like one season. It was I'll play it.
Yeah.
Feel the Vector.
Kill
and he's got the extended mag for me. Thank you, sir. But yeah, if you ever get your...
speaking of which, did you? I think I recommended to you a year or two ago, but that series called Dead Pixels. Did you watch that? By the Gamer Girl and her friends.
No, I don't. Is that the one where she's playing like an MMO game?
Yeah.
The Bond one.
Yes.
Yes, I did watch it, but I didn't really like it.
No, well, fuck you then. But
I remember
second series is coming out at the end of this month, so.
I think it's because I was one of those gamers, so I know all the tropes of how to play it, and like they were doing it wrong.
Well,
because you were never actually in that MMO scene.
Not to the degree that they were.
Or I was, because I mean I was at a point where.
Well, I know you were. I still remember the day where you were so absorbed in Star Wars Galaxies, I think it was, that despite the fact I was knocking on the window 2 feet from your head, you were just completely ignoring me. I'd arranged to come and see you one night, or we'd gone down the pub, and maybe I stayed at my mum's. But I knocked on your door. He's not there. What the fuck's going on? Then went round to the window that was at the side of your little flat. I could see you sat there at your computer right next to the fucking window, and I'm banging on the window going, "Craig, you coming out?" And he just steadfastly just staring at the screen.
It got real bad. I mean, I can remember, at times where that game, well, not Star Wars Galaxies, but World of Warcraft was more important to me than real life was.
Oh,
that's close. Yeah. Oh yeah, there he is.
But it was like that for a lot of people. Pushing up on him.
I've already knocked him out.
Oh.
But yeah, it got to a point where I actually looked at, just you got all these different characters you can play, and each one it tells you how many times you've played with just a single character. And my main character, I've been playing it for 377 days.
That's a lot of time.
That's an entire year on just one character, and I said, right, I've got to stop.
Yeah.
But do you remember that time where you did actually were in my house when I was playing Galaxies, and I just decided to make a new Wookiee character, just go up to the a level 60 badass and give it, "You're a fool." And then he challenged me to a duel, and the music comes on, dun 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 dun, because he knocked me out in one go.